Hey there, this video is coming straight off the back of the last video I just filmed because the kit review I did, it was the Crayola marker spray thing, and it was such a big dud that I decided I'd race down the shops, grab another craft kit, whiz on back here and do another craft kit review and hope for a better outcome. So fully reset, made myself a fresh cup of coffee, got some chocolate to try and lift my spirits. Let's see what I got. Definitely into chocolate. It's a sewing machine. Don't know how this is gonna go. Haven't read any reviews. It was very much an impulse buy. Just walked in, looking down the aisles. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna get? Let's give it a crack. So this one cost $29 for 8 years plus. Says a real sewing machine for real fashion and fun. Here's the things you can make. Tote bag, pillow, pencil case. I very much doubt you're gonna get all the stuff to make that though. Oh, wait a minute. Here it says sewing inspiration. That's on the back, same stuff. Does it say sewing inspiration on the front? No. Anyway, let's not get our knickers in a knot straight away. Package includes
me sewing machine, power adapter, foot pedal, 4 bobbins with thread, 2 bobbins without thread, 3 needles and 1 needle threader.
And it's by a brand, Sew and Stitch. So there's our little foot pedal. Now I'm not a sewer. I do know how to use a sewing machine, very basic. I have sewn some things before, again, very basic. But being this is for 8 years plus, I would expect that I would be able to use this. Seems I've got the basic knowledge. Power adapter, now you can use batteries in it as well. I'm not using batteries, I'm using power. Okay, looks like it's rigged up, ready to go. Got your bobbin on there. Now, sewing machines, there should be a bobbin underneath as well. Normally up top, you wouldn't actually use a bobbin on a sewing machine. You'd have the big cotton spool, and then you'll just have the bobbin in the bottom there. Now, should I read the instructions? Yeah, I suppose. Okay, I'm reading through. Now, it looks like they've actually already got it rigged up, ready to go. Now, I will say what this is lacking, which other sewing machines have. They normally have the little arrows. So when you put your cotton on the top, it's got little arrows as a nice quick guide on where you need to thread your cotton through. This doesn't have that. Okay, let's plug her in. This one gets plugged into the machine. This is power, goes in one below it. All right, let's see if we can at least just finish sewing this bit. Make sure it works before I go getting carried away, coming up with something to sew. And foot pedal, the foot's down at the back. See how it lifts up and down, the foot is down. Oop, there we go. I'm going to just finish it off with the hand. This bit here is what I'm turning, just to bring that needle up. And then I'm going to lift the foot, pull, and some scissors would be good. And we finish the stitching for them. So technically it works. So we have success. So it's all rigged up, ready to go straight away for a child to use. So that's kind of cool. That reduces frustration quite a bit, actually. Let's figure out what I'm actually going to make with this thing. So I've got some of this fabric. It's kind of cute, but it's just what I had. What am I going to make? Something functional. Let's make a simple little tote bag. Nice, easy project that hopefully even I can do without stuffing up. So I'm going to cheat and use this other tote bag that I had that I was supposed to decorate in the last video, but I didn't. Just going to use it for size. There. Yep, that off. So the fabric's folded under and I'm leaving the crease, and that means I don't have to sew along there. All I'm going to have to do is sew the side, the other side, hem the top, and then make the handles. To turn this inside out. Woohoo! Time to test this baby out. Now, if I was being a good girl, I would iron that flat and pin it. But I'm not being a good girl. I'm being lazy. So I'm just going to do it. This is the down position as I showed you before. Pop the foot up so that you can get your fabric in there. I'm going to pop it on there as close to the edge as I can. Put the foot down, the lever at the back. Now what I want to do, where's reverse on this thing? Does it have reverse? All right, I'm coming to the conclusion that there is no reverse, so we're going to have to do that manually with the little side handle bit here. All right, let's go forward just a few. Oh, come on. Now you don't want to work. What's your problem? Are you too tight? Let's loosen you. Yeah, you're not too tight. Maybe you're too tight. This is the tension of the thread. If the thread's too tight, which it does seem very tight, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, away we go. What is your problem? I haven't done anything else. I haven't changed it. I've left everything exactly as it was. And it definitely worked using that, finishing off that last little bit. Let's do it by hand. See if it'll go. Yep, it's going like that. Hey, there we go. Because it's not in there anymore. Oh, let's unhook that. Get that through. Why don't you want to go? Come on, don't be a jack. It's this that's too tight. I can't pull it, it's too tight. But I have loosened that right off. Do you know what? This guard is on here to protect kids. I'm not a kid. If I get hurt, it's at my own bloody fault. So I'm getting rid of this thing. The tension should be okay. And away we go. Whoa. It's not very straight. And I think it's a bit loose. So I might tighten this up a bit. I can just see, I don't know if you can see there, the stitches are very loose. They shouldn't be that loose. That means this needs to be tightened up. But you don't want it too tight because then it won't pass through and then you're going to end up breaking the thread. So it's just a bit of a balancing act. Oh, what is going on there? Oh my goodness, look at it. Here I was thinking, woohoo, we're going great. We are not going great. Is it because this is too loose? Or the opposite? I don't know. Let's pull it out. Snip. Now, why are you doing that? Look at it. It's so loose. That is not good. Let's have a look under here and see if we can figure out what's going on. All right, so I've just played around with this because the bobbin tension seemed to be okay. This wasn't quite sitting in properly. I'd adjusted the tension, but it was still sitting out. I just had to fiddle with that. So let's hem the other end and see if we can get a better result. Yep, that's better. Double check. Yep, all is well. Okay. Make sure your needle is up, foot up, pull, and we have a very dodgy hem, but it worked. Okay, let's cut off this mess and I'll resew it. Okay, quite honestly, I am getting really annoyed with this thing, and it's all to do with this tension. It will be working fine, and then all of a sudden it decides that it's too tight and the thread breaks, or it will just, the pedal will stop working because it's too tight and it can't pull the thread. So you back it off, and then it does this, which means it's too loose. So you tighten it back up. It's really happy, goes through, does some sewing, and then mid thing, it decides it's too tight again. Ugh. I don't know why it's doing it. I've tried to have a look and see if there's some fault in here. And I reckon it's getting caught on there somehow, which means it's just badly designed. Anyway, I'm finishing this. We're pushing through this bullshit. I want something to work today. One project to work. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Oh, why? Don't do that, because you're too tight. Because you weren't too tight 2 seconds ago. Oh, I don't think I like this machine at all. Out it goes. Rethread. Just do it. Oh my goodness. You go away. Okay, now these are done, I need to turn them inside out. Now, if I were being a good girl, iron that flat. But I'm not. Still being lazy. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Rethread. Don't go too tight. No! Okay, rethread. A hint I can give you is pull those nice and long, and for the first few stitches, wind the hand wheel. 1, 2, then use the pedal. And see if it doesn't unpull that way. Okay, handles are on. Let's turn it back in the right way. See what this turned out like. It's, don't look too closely because she's a little dodgy, but I did it, finished it, actually got something to work today. And I'm actually going to use this. No one's going to look at my shopping bag too closely. My little tote. It's a little bit cute. All right, let's do a final review of this sewing machine. Okay, so my final verdict on this thing. I mean, it works. I did get it to work. As you can see, I was able to make something start to finish. It wasn't great. It was very frustrating. I don't think for a child that it would give them a very positive experience of sewing, because I think they would get really, really frustrated. And if they had the help, I think the adult would also get very frustrated, even if they were very experienced. It doesn't have a basic feature like reverse, which is kind of important. Well, I think it's kind of important anyway. For $29 Australian, what do you expect? You're not going to get much for a full-on sewing machine for your money. So is it worth its money? When you look at the price of like an entry-level sewing machine, then you know this is a fraction of the cost. If you decide that, yeah, we're going to get one anyway and give it a go, tip: when you first start off sewing along, wind this a few times, okay? Get a few steps down the fabric before you use the pedal. So yeah, it's okay. It worked enough for me to make something with it. So if that's good enough for you, don't say I didn't warn you about the other problem. So that's it from me. I'll catch you around.